Woke up with a dream in my mind, no fear in my stride. Chasing horizons where the boat come alive. Late nights grinding, turning plans into fire. Yeah. Every step forward lifts me higher and higher. From Lagos streets to global boards, building bridges, opening doors. No limits, no change, just vision and drive. This is the moment we come alive.
TRIBEST Career Connect live,
where careers rise and ideas thrive.
Connecting talent, create opportunity.
Join the movement, set your spirit free.
TRIBEST Career Connect live.
Feel the power, watch your future rise. Hey, hey, hey. Doubts may whisper, but we turn up the sound. Yeah.
Rise from the fall, stand tall on new ground. Network with purpose, share wisdom and light. Turn every challenge into unstoppable mind.
Skills sharpen, stories connect the dots. Innovation sparks in the places we plot. Together we stronger, the tribe never breaks. Elevate each other
for everyone's sake. TRIBEST Career Connect live,
where careers rise and ideas thrive.
Connecting talent, create opportunity.
Join the movement, set your spirit free.
TRIBEST.
Good day, everyone. I hope you all are doing great today. I'm Rachel, your host for today, and welcome to TRIBEST Career Connect Live. This is a space where talent meets opportunity and career are shaped with real actionable insights. We are diving into a highly relevant topic today: how to position yourself to get hired in 2026. And here is what has changed. It is no longer about qualifications alone. It is about being visible, relevant, and intentional at every step. Joining us on the show today is our special guest, Mr. Babs Olugbemi, one of the directors at TRIBEST Corporate Support Limited. You are welcome, sir. Can you please briefly tell us about yourself and more of TRIBEST?
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you for having me. My name is Babs Olugbemi. I'm a leadership and organization culture strategist. I'm one of the directors at TRIBEST Corporate Support Limited. I was the Chief Executive Officer of TRIBEST between December 2020 to January 2025. At TRIBEST, we have one important goal. We help organizations win through people. So people are very important. We work with business organizations across Nigeria to identify and develop leaders to ensure performance are sustainable, and we do that through our various product and service offerings. We do staff outsourcing. Those are our staff that we have recruited, that we have trained, and we have deployed to our various clients. We ensure we give them continuous improvement platform so that they can add value to our clients. We also do one-off recruitment from the board level to the leadership level to the supervisory or management level. We can help our clients to identify talent, interview them, then give it to the clients to employ as their own staff. We are also involved in various background checks. We do professional and character checks. We do past employers check. We do academic qualification check, both locally and internationally. So in a nutshell, TRIBEST is an organization that invests in people through other organizations. And that's what we do at TRIBEST. Thank you.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much, sir, for this information. And of course, on today's episode, we have some few questions to help us, to guide us through this conversation. The first one is, from your experience, what does getting hired in 2026 really mean in today's evolving job market?
Well, Rachel, we are in a generation where access to education has increased, but employability is more competitive. It's not about are you qualified, is, are you valuable? So the questions employers are asking is not about your qualification. It's beyond qualification. Is, can you add value to us? And employers are not looking for just graduates. They are looking for graduates with 21st century skill sets that can move them from point A to point B. And I'm going to share this skill set with you. Employers, they are looking for people who can do critical reasoning and problem solving. They can reason about a particular problem and they can provide solutions. Employers are tired of people saying, this is the reason I cannot perform. The environment is this, making excuses. They are looking for people who say, this is the problem and I've developed 1, 2, 3 solution. They are looking for skill set like communication and collaboration. Can you communicate effectively with your stakeholders? Can you collaborate with people you don't know towards achieving a set objective? They are looking for skill set like digital literacy. Are you not an analog person in a digital age? Yes, you are a graduate. You have first class. But if you cannot use basic computer tools to do work, then employer doesn't want you. They are also looking at skills like organizational citizenship. In other words, if you want to be hired in 2026, you need to research very well. At the interview, they are looking at, can you fit into our culture? Have you researched us? Do you know our core values? Can you speak as somebody who understand our mission and vision and will not give us problems? That's what we call organizational citizenship. Employers are also looking for a particular skill set, and this is very important. They are looking at your leadership and personal development. How have you been developing yourself? Even you are a fresh graduate, agree. Have you been doing some voluntary roles while you are in school? Are you part of the student union, for example? Are you part of an association? Have you volunteered your time and effort to a particular cause that is greater than you? So they are looking at those. They are not looking at paper qualification. They are looking at people who have the right skills. And apart from skills, I'm going to give you 2 important points the employer are looking at. They are looking at the attitude. Are you positive? Are you willing to learn? They are looking at that. And above all, I'll put all this together. They are looking at, can we teach this person? Thank you.
Well, great point right there. Thank you so much, sir, for shedding light on this, because candidates out there are still focused only on certificates. Okay, so moving on, you would like to take another question, which is, what role does personal branding play in getting hired in 2026?
A very important question. Yes. If I invite you for an interview,
okay, sir.
Before you get to the room, your personal branding has been speaking for you. Nowadays in Nigeria, employers go to your online profile, not only LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a professional profile, but you see employers now going into your Facebook, your TikTok, and looking at your activities there. If those activities have discrepancy, then you have created a problem. So personal branding is what you do before you are invited to an interview. So as you are entering the room, employers knows everything about what you have been doing online, your CV, which is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a digital CV, and the way you dress, the communication you have been involved in, those are what form your personal branding, and they constitute 20% advantage before you have been interviewed. So when you now get to an interview and what you are saying, the way you are expressing yourself, your communication, your body language aligns with the personal information they've known about you, then you are ahead. So the role of personal branding in today's dispensation is key and is a differentiating factor. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Babs. This practical step you're talking about, I'm sorry, this personal branding you're talking about, can it also deal with what the person do personally? I mean, skills, their skills, what they learn outside white collar job.
You recall I said the 21st century skills include communication and collaboration. So part of your personal branding are those keys, communication and collaboration. And if you want to be an effective communicator, you must have been involved in an ecosystem. Let's take, for example, why in school, let's say you're a fresh graduate, but why in school you are part of an association, maybe accountancy student association, for an example, you are the general secretary. In that role, you need to communicate with other people. In that role, you need to take minutes of meetings. In that role, you need to represent the association in functions. Those are part of the skills that employer want to be looking at. Oh, if we bring you into employment, apart from the fact that you can do the job, can you communicate and collaborate with others? It's part of personal branding, Rachel.
Okay. That's interesting. I think a lot of people needed to hear that. So I made mention of practical steps the other time. So we want to ask now, what are some practical steps someone can take today to improve their chances of getting hired in 2026?
Okay, that's a very good question. The practical steps are very simple. I said it that the market of today is not about qualification. It's not about being a graduate. It's about being somebody that can add value to the organization. So the practical step is, what skills are you working on before you get to that interview stage? I can see on your digital CV that you know how to use Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel. That is good. So I've identified skill. What attitude are you bringing to the table? I will see that at the interview. I'll see your body language. I'll see the way you speak. Then your other social media handles will tell me what or something about you. But more importantly, your CV, either the digital CV, which is the linking of this word, or the paper CV, must be brief, concise, and must show impact. It's not enough for you to list responsibility. Why undertaking that responsibility? What have you achieved? You need to highlight that. Then I need to see a journey on your CV. I need to see a journey of progression. Apart from you have BSc or HND, what are the short certification that you have done in the line of your interest? I used to say this to graduates. Once you get your first job, within 2 years, you must decide whether you want to grow your career in that particular aspect or you want to change. If you are not growing your career in that particular aspect, you need to change within 24 months. And when you change and you discover where you want to grow, you must take steps. You must do certification that will tell me that, oh, you are interested in this. Let me give you an example. If you are a graduate of accounting and you come out as a fresh graduate, you are not a chartered accountant. But if I can see on your CV that immediately you get out of school, you finish your NYSC, I can see that you have registered for ICANN. ICANN is Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. That is an intention to me. It's a differentiating factor from someone who has not taken that step. Now, if I can also say on your CV that within 1 year, you've passed your first stage in ICANN, let's say the foundation stage, that shows you are going somewhere. So if I'm interviewing for an accountant's role, I will know that after school, you have been taking progressive steps towards becoming a chartered accountant. Then I'll be comfortable in giving you that role. So it's very important that skills, attitude, communication are put to the table, not just a naked qualification. And perhaps if you are thinking, what if I just have BSc or HND and I didn't get any other thing to put on the table, look for voluntary jobs to go into. Volunteer your time, your available time, volunteer it for any employer around you, be it a very small one. Let them see that you are not idle, you are taking steps to learn 1 or 2 things that will help you when you join the organization.
Okay, thank you so much for the insightful response, sir. And I hope our audience are taking notes of this. So moving on, we want to ask, what should a strong CV profile or LinkedIn profile rather look like in today's job market?
Yeah, I think I've answered this question in my the last question you asked me. It has to be brief, concise. It has to be impactful. Impactful means you are not just listening the job function or the responsibility you have been given. You are saying, I've done this. This is the outcome. It must be outcome oriented. It must showcase what you are working towards, not just your path qualification, what you are working towards. It must describe your personality and your intention briefly, and it must include your past achievement, your objective, and the value you want to add to organization that gets you shortlisted.
All right. Thank you once again, sir. So as we are gradually coming to the end of today's show, what final words would you like to leave with our audience today?
Okay, I would like to tell us that things are changing.
Okay.
I remember those days while we are in school, all the effort is to get the best grades, come out of school, and you start looking for employment. Nowadays, you prepare for potential employment where you are still in school. You are going to get your BSc or HND, it's not enough. You need to acquire relevant skills, and I've listed 6 21st century skills in this interview. So for young graduates coming out of school, you need to do a lot of research. When you are invited for interview, you need to know about the company you are going to be interviewed by. You need to know their core values, their vision, their mission, what they do, their aspiration. So when you get to the interview, you can speak to that. For experienced hire, people who have been on one job and are transiting to another job, the employer want to see what I call FAT in you, the potential employer. They want to see that, are you a faithful person? And that faithful, that's the FAT. F is faithful, A is available, and T is teachable. Are you a faithful person? Your past job role or where you are working, are you contributing? Are you doing what is expected of you? Are you available? Are you not distracted? If I have on your CV, there are certain things I can see on CV that I will know this person is a distracted person. I want somebody to come in and be a full-time employee, not somebody that will be distracted. Oh, I'm also running this business. Although in some setting, running personal charity is allowed. And the last one is are you teachable? Can you come in and I will teach you, this is the way we do our things. This is our culture. This is our process. I will not go violating that. So in conclusion, I want to tell people that employment market is very competitive, but it is for those who have prepared before the opportunity. Preparation is very key. And I want to tell you this, it is better you prepare for an opportunity and you didn't get it than getting an opportunity and you have not prepared. So it's very important you start preparing yourself for the job role you want to do, acquiring the necessary skill. And online in this dispensation, you can look at videos, you can look at this podcast. Is also part of the preparatory materials that you need to do. Don't go to that interview if you have not prepared. Prepare for it.
Your words are really encouraging, sir. Thank you so much. So
You're
to
welcome.
follow up, how can our viewers stay connected with you or benefit from your work at TRIBEST?
Okay, TRIBEST is everywhere.
Yes.
We have TRIBEST Corporate Support Limited, and we have a subsidiary called Top Action Global Outsourcing. Top Action Global Outsourcing Tago is into energy outsourcing. So TRIBEST Group, we are everywhere. So you can find us on LinkedIn, TikTok, Facebook, all social media handles. We are there. You can follow us for updates, because we share updates of new opportunities coming up. We share career tips like this, and we do seminar, we do coaching, we do training. So please make sure you join TRIBEST Corporate Support Limited on all our social media handles.
Thank you so much, sir, once again. Thank you for your time, and thank you for sharing such valuable insights with us today. And to our audience, thank you so much for joining us today. And that brings us to the end of today's session. Remember, it is not just about getting hired or getting qualifications or even a degree. It is about being reliable, positioning yourself to be visible and intentional at every step. We are here every first and third Friday. Don't miss out on our next session. Make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms. Also, visit our website, www.tribestsupport.com. Sign up, submit your CV, make sure it is focused on results. Thank you. See you next time.